Hello, welcome to The Ripple Effect. I'm Kim Graves, and this is Jessica, and we are with Solidarity Community Federal Credit Union.
That's right. How you doing today, Kim?
Hey, just grand. How are you?
I'm good. Happy to be here with you and our friend Adele from the Kokomo Art Association. Hello, how are you?
Hello. Thanks for having me.
We've got a lot to talk about today.
Oh, I'm excited.
Look at
I know.
Like some of those pictures are as old as, okay, not me.
Maybe. Well, I think we're going to find out.
Well, I mean,
I think we'll see.
I
Kim.
remember some of those buildings.
I bet Adele knows.
Oh, I do.
Let's start. The Kokomo Art Association. What is it? What do you do here in Kokomo?
So the Kokomo Art Association is committed to bringing art to the community and the community to art. Mm-hmm. So it is a group of men and women that come together and create original pieces in the community.
That's great. We have a lot of fantastic artists in our community.
We really do.
There's like so many gifted, everyone. There's a girl in my neighborhood that actually created the new Clifford sign.
Really?
Have you seen that?
No, not
She
yet.
was in high school. I think she won that in Clifford. Where she drew it out, and now it's posted on the signs all around in Kokomo.
They're new ones?
The newer ones,
Ooh,
yes.
I'll
What was
check
that?
those
That
out.
was like a couple of years ago. Yeah, it's an amazing. She did an amazing drawing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is awesome.
It is awesome. And
Yeah.
I believe you guys started the Kokomo Art Association because you saw that there are so many talented artists in our community and they needed a place to show what they have.
Absolutely. And the Kokomo Art Association is almost 100 years old. We'll be 100 next year.
That's exciting. Are we going to have a party or anything? Are we thinking about
I
it?
think we're going to have a big party.
Okay.
And we have some neat members of the Art Association that are actually in that age group. So they're like 97, 98.
Wow.
So we've got Birdie and Dixie, and they still teach classes.
Birdie and Dixie. They sound
And they're
lovely.
97 and 98.
I love it.
I'm not sure. I think it's right around there.
They're young whippersnappers.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
And they're teaching art. That's amazing.
I love that.
And I still draw a stick, people.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider myself an artist at all.
No.
I feel like my brain is creative, but between my head and my hands, it doesn't quite, there's a real disconnect there.
I'm with you.
Yeah. But there are, like I said, so many talented people in our community. And the Kokomo Art Association does a great job of showcasing everybody. So right now, we're pushing people over to the artwork studio. Is that right? Because we have a great exhibit in town, but only for a few more days.
Amazing. The Tuskegee Airmen. I don't know if anyone in the area has seen the mural.
Yep.
Beautiful mural,
Yep.
making Kokomo beautiful. But we had 5 hometown heroes, and they have transformed the second floor of the Artworks Association or the Kokomo Art Association into a museum. Wow. I was just there, and it is amazing. If you haven't had a chance to go, really need to find some time and go see it.
Okay, so it's just until, I believe, the 22nd, right?
Yes.
Okay, and what time can we come see that? What are the hours? So we can check those out maybe on the website.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. You can find those. We have different ways to connect. We've got kaaonline.org, Facebook, the Kokomo Arts Association, the Artworks Gallery, Artist Alley, and the Kokomo Art Center are all places that you can go to get that information.
That's great. You guys have so many things, so many irons in the fire. I love it.
We really do.
And we talked about the Tuskegee Airmen. In March, you have something kind of cool coming up, and you might be looking for folks who are doing this.
Absolutely. We're going to have a recycled art contest.
I love that.
Yeah. So upcycling art.
Okay. So, is that with paper, metal? What items are people using?
Get
I can go
creative.
get a bag of French fries and you keep the bag.
Oh,
You got to put some effort into it, Kim.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
Yeah. But, Katy Perry had that song about a plastic bag. Someone might be inspired.
That's true.
See?
You never know.
See?
I think that sometimes, specifically myself, I think of, the Kokomo Art Association, they're for painters. I don't know why painting and people who paint is that's the first thing I think of, but it is a wide variety of so many different types of art.
Oh my
Creativity.
gosh.
Yeah.
And, painting is an excellent medium, but there are so many other mediums that our artists use. Corinne, for example, uses beadwork, and her work is phenomenal. So we have artists that draw, we have sculptors, all kinds of things. If you haven't been to the Artworks building, which the building itself is art, I actually have a couple pictures.
Yeah, let's
I can
see
show
'em.
you. So I don't know if we can zoom in.
You can check that out. What do we have there?
So right here is the Kokomo Arts Association as you know it now.
Okay. That's on
210 North Main Street.
Main Street. Okay, Main Street.
210 North Main. This is a picture of it in 1940.
Okay.
And I'm really amazed, actually. I'll show you the inside of the building as it is now. I'm surprised we don't have more weddings here because it has this beautiful staircase that comes down and it's an art gallery. It's such an amazing space.
I think the first time I was ever at the gallery, we had a birthday party for one of our girls had a birthday party there and had the best time.
Absolutely. It's a great space.
People can have weddings there?
And we are open to the public to have weddings and events like that. It is, like I said, it's a great space, very Art Deco. Very Art Deco. Neat chandeliers. You've got a beautiful staircase and railing. Just a really neat space.
I guess I wasn't even aware that you even offered anything like that.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, if I am interested in doing that, if I'm interested in getting married and want to have my wedding there, is there
Contact us.
information on the website that I can just kind of look at, or is it easier for me to just call?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, first of all, I'm not getting married, but I'm just asking.
Absolutely. First of all, we would encourage you to come see this space.
Right.
Absolutely. You can talk to anyone that is available in the space at the time. We're 100% volunteer run.
Okay.
So yeah, we are open to the public in that way. And we are actually opening the third floor to the public as well. We have a space to be rented up there.
That's great.
So yeah.
So let's go back to the recycle. So what kind of items do people use to create art with recycle items?
Well, you can go to a host of different areas in the city, like Paul's Metal Yard.
Ooh,
I think that would be an excellent place to go. You could team up with Waste Management. Any of our recycling areas, but also Goodwill. I mean, if you're thinking about making clothing or something like that, that's another great space to find used items.
I've been watching a lot of Project Runway lately. They just had, I think, season 18 out on Netflix. So I'll just watch the whole thing. And it always amazes me. Just people's vision and not when it comes to not just designing clothing. People can see things so differently than I can.
Absolutely.
And it's amazing to me the art that people can create.
Yeah, it's such a great outlet. People use that as a way to cope. And if you think about it, the Kokomo Arts Association has been through so much in the last century. I mean, we survived the Great Depression,
Right.
world wars, recessions, pandemics, and these are places where people used art as an outlet.
Right.
The most important places. I mean, then when people were in bad places, for sure.
Wow. I mean,
cool.
it's
I
their
love it.
sense of comfort while they're getting through difficult times.
Absolutely.
And then that's when their most awesome work arises.
Well, and I think something we should also mention too is that when you're creating, you're an artist. I mean, you're creating something, you're an artist. It doesn't have to be good for you to create and to enjoy it. Some people are fantastic at it. And, some people like me are not. But it doesn't mean you can't still have fun creating and enjoying art.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's just awesome. Any future projects or events you have coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. So other than the Tuskegee Airmen and the recycled art, we have Poetry and Visual Art Connect in July and August. And then don't forget to check out in September and October, we have the Howard County Community Art Show.
Okay.
And, the Kokomo Arts Association is part of several little organizations as well. So we have the Kokomo Artworks, which is downtown at 210 North Main. And then we have the Art Center, which is in Highland Park. And I would encourage you, if you haven't been to the Art Center, it hosts our permanent collection.
I've never been there. I'm ashamed to say that. But I'm going there. I've never been there, and I will make sure I make a trip.
Well, a glimpse of what you would find are Norman Rockwell's, Norman Bridwell, Leota Loop.
Wow.
We have a ton of Indiana artists that we have an excellent collection, and we've been collecting since 1926.
That's awesome.
I have a confession.
Okay.
I'm related to Norman Bridwell.
Okay. It's the second time you brought it up, Kim.
I know. I'm just
how?
saying.
Why don't you just tell us how?
No, that's all right.
No,
Yeah.
do tell.
No, I
You're
mean,
not gonna tell. You're gonna tell.
he's relative to my grandmother.
Oh, wow.
So he was my mother's cousin. So he would be my second cousin.
Whatever, however. that
Yeah.
works,
So, and every time he produced a book, he would always send one of the new books to me. And I know.
Wow.
So I have a stack of them.
That's great.
And so when
Wow.
Clifford came out, the big red dog, of course, I got one of those that was sent to me. So I have them all stacked up at home.
That's great.
And when he came to town last time at IUK for the book signing, the family had a little reception for him. And so I have a picture of the family all standing around him.
That's cool.
Where he was signing all the
very
books.
cool.
Yeah.
So the young lady that I was talking about that created the new Clifford sign, when she did that, I took her over some Clifford material.
I love
so
that.
I thought that was pretty cool. You know,
Yeah.
that she did that, and I had not even ever said anything to her because I mean, you don't.
You don't pull out that Norman Bridwell as your cousin very often, Kim? I would.
It's such
I'd tell
an
everybody.
excellent example of
Yeah.
the creativity that we have in this region, though. I mean, there are so many
Yeah.
great artists.
Yeah,
There really
it's
are.
amazing.
So artists, we're calling you out. And also folks who like to volunteer, we need you too at the Arts Association.
Absolutely. I love volunteering at the Kokomo Arts Association. It's a great way to get involved with the community, but I've made so many wonderful friendships as well. So I can't say enough about my time with the Kokomo Arts Association.
What's your favorite thing to do?
So I love First Fridays.
yeah.
Everyone has heard of First Fridays, and we were the ground floor of First Fridays.
Love it.
We were one of the first four organizations to put First Fridays together.
Awesome.
And a wonderful thing about First Fridays, we try to almost always have a project for the kids. So
Great.
if you're coming down for First Friday, at least stop by, let the kids do their project, take some art home with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's
maybe we
pretty
need
cool.
to figure out how to get involved in that, Kim. First Fridays especially. We'll have to talk about that afterwards.
There you go.
Yep. Adele again with us from the Kokomo Arts Association. Adele, for folks who want to learn more, maybe they want to volunteer, maybe they're interested in the Upstyle show, or they're just an artist in Kokomo who maybe hasn't had any contact with you, how do we find you?
Well, you can find us at 210 North Main. I would really encourage you to check out our different areas in Kokomo. So the 210 North Main, in Highland Park, check out the Art Center. Also check out Artist Alley. That's a big one we haven't really talked about, but Artist Alley is such a beautiful space.
It is.
And it's open all the time. So anyone can go check that out. You can find us on Facebook or the Art Center. I'll give you the address real quick, is 525 West Ricketts.
And that's in Highland Park.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything else that you want the folks to know watching today? Anything else about the Art Association?
Well, we're always calling artists, we've got some big things coming up. This is a volunteer organization, but we try to reach out to the community. I know with the Upcycled Recycling project, we're going to try and have prizes involved in that. So if you win, you can win money.
Ooh.
So, these are new things that the Arts Association is experimenting with because we're really trying to get people involved. And the community makes a difference. We have been around for almost 100 years now, but it takes it takes, you taking a class or donating or volunteering. You guys are the ones that make a difference in our organization.
Now, you mentioned classes, and we mentioned our lovely ladies who teach those classes. How do we get signed up for those classes? Is that for the public?
Yeah, you can sign up. You can find information about the classes on our website.
Okay.
But you are also welcome. Oh, stop.
That's okay.
Sorry. You can find information about our classes on our website. You can always call the Kokomo Arts Association. I don't have that phone number.
That's all right. Look it up on Facebook. Very easy to find on the Google, kids.
Do they offer like art classes at like at Ivy Tech and
I have no idea.
IUK? I mean,
I don't know if they offer
wondered
classes
if they
there,
did.
but our classes, so the Kokomo Art Center offers adult classes.
oh, okay. Okay.
And then the Kokomo Art Works offers adult and children.
oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That's great. All right. Adele with us from the Kokomo Arts Association. Thank you so much for coming in with us
Thank
today.
you.
All right, Kim.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you.
No,
Thank you.
Jessica. I got to be creative today. Come
and
on.
thank you for hanging out with us on the Ripple Effect podcast today. Thanks to Solidarity Community Federal Credit Union. We'll see you next time.